JP Morosi, a lot of people very interested in what you're wearing these days. Some would say you're a fashion icon. Listen to this from one of our viewers. Good morning.
I'm watching your segment on JPs Wardrobe, and he wears all these great sweaters. And I have a question for JP, because he's always on working from home. Is he actually wearing pants?
That's a great question. Sources can confirm exclusively to MLB Network that I am wearing pants.
Because you're a professional. Are they Umbros? Like, are they professional pants, or are they sweats, joggers?
I am wearing Nike jogging pants as we speak. So there you go. So that will allow me to, honestly, I finish up the segment and then I go for a run. That's basically how I do things here. But it's a great question. Drop off the kids. I'm wearing sort of half athleisure.
Terrible
to
question.
those inquiring viewers who actually want to know.
Matt's over the segment already. You can tell he's cutting us off.
I don't need to hear
What's that, Matt?
I don't need to hear about his pants.
The viewers asked.
I want to hear about Soler.
Do you want to hear about Bobby Witt Jr., who has a forever home, and they have their franchise guy? I'm always so interested in how these deals got done. JP, tell me more.
Yes, Bobby Witt Jr., first of all, a record-setting deal for the Kansas City Royals, whose color somewhat approximates the color of my sweater. Most importantly, the Royals got their man. He belongs in that uniform forever, as far as I'm concerned, and is someone that, when you think about it, the Royals identified their own homegrown player. They saw what he did this past year. He was the youngest position player. Next time you have a chance to, Lauren, ask D-Row about why he was on Team USA at the World Baseball Classic. The youngest player there, made an impact on that team, and you see it from 22 to 23. The skill set matured all the more. And he's a 30-30 player for the Royals, first player ever to do that in a KC uniform. He is someone who, over the lifetime of this 11-year contract, I believe is going to win at least one MVP. At least one MVP. He's that good. It's hard to win an MVP because you never know when Aaron Judge is going to hit 62 homers. But Bobby Witt Jr. is a future MVP, someone who I believe is going to be perennially in the top 5 of the MVP, because when you can accumulate stolen bases, home runs, all the different elements that make you a special player, Bobby Witt Jr. checks those boxes on a team that, with the Royals, we've had Vinny Pasquantino, friend of the show, this team is going to be heard from in the American League Central race this year.
A lot of statements in that answer. Kansas City sports fans have a lot to look forward to in the future. Matt wanted to know about Jorge Soler. You and I were talking yesterday about the Giants and a potential of Matt Chapman. Now it's Jorge Soler. I feel like we discuss rumors involving San Francisco so much. Any truth to this one?
Well, yes, this one came from Susan Slusser, San Francisco Chronicle, that the Giants are in talks with Jorge Soler, and this again fits with the same idea that we advanced yesterday on Matt Chapman. The thesis here is the Giants are not done. They added Jung-Hoo Lee. They've made some adjustments to their lineup every day, but they know that they are one bat short, and maybe even more than that, in terms of being able to compete with the Diamondbacks and, yes, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Here is what Soler did last year with the Marlins. He opted out of the final year that was going to pay him $13 million, so one assumes that is the floor of what he's looking for, likely looking for a multi-year deal north of an AAV of $13 million.
Sure.
And again, the Giants among the teams, Lauren, that have interest in Soler. At this point in time, given the Giants' interest in Soler and Chapman, I would be mildly surprised if they do not add one of the major free agent bats still available.
A season to remember in 2023, hoping to cash in, and the Yankees hoping the season will be a memorable one, grabbing Caleb Ferguson from LA. We showed you the depth chart in terms of arms in Los Angeles. This was just a swap. Yes, JP?
Yes, it was. And I think for the Yankees, if you look at it from this angle, the Yankees needed to add one more lefty into their bullpen. They already got Victor Gonzalez, ironically enough, from the Dodgers before, as Matt Gage and Zazueta go to the Dodgers in this deal. The Yankees now have two solid lefties. I would also say this. that we will see how much Aaron Boone can go to Loizaga late in games. There you see the overall balance of the Yankee bullpen. How often can they go to Loizaga to face both lefties and righties late? Remember, Scott Effross came in 22 and then was injured. The expectation is he's going to have a more prominent role for this Yankee bullpen. I like the way this bullpen shakes out. Canely is going to have, I think, a more prominent role. Weaver can give you multiple innings. I expect the Yankee bullpen to be better in 24 than it was in 23, and Caleb Ferguson, the newly arrived Ferguson, a key reason why.
You said the Giants aren't done. Yankee fans want to know, are they done? What's next? Say you.
Well, I would say this. For the Yankees, this is a team, and I'll talk about the Dodgers here too, Lauren. The Yankees, they may add one more arm, but I think they're pretty close to done. I think this Yankee team is awfully close to being the one we're going to see show up to Tampa here in, goodness, about 10 days' time. The Dodgers, though, I want to quickly mention this. According to our own John Heyman, the Dodgers signing Ryan Brasier. It's a 2-year deal. Ken Rosenthal had the terms. Ryan Brasier joining the Dodger bullpen. I think this is part of the reason why the Dodgers were comfortable in giving Caleb Ferguson in this deal with the Yankees. That Brasier, who had struggled with the Red Sox, Lauren, tell me how many times we've heard this before. He struggles elsewhere. He goes to the Dodgers, makes an adjustment. Mark Prior is the pitching coach. A lot of the great game planning they do with Danny Lehman and others. And look at what he's able to do now. He ends up having this tremendous renaissance in the second half. Look at that. 7.29 ERA with the Red Sox. 0.70 with the Dodgers. And now, not surprisingly, he signs back with the Dodgers. A 2-year deal again. Credit to John Heyman and Ken Rosenthal for the reporting on that one. And I would expect Brasier to have a really important role ahead of Dodgers closer Evan Phillips, who has one of the more impressive repertoires in all of Major League Baseball right now.
I mean, their depth was big time tested last year in the postseason. They are making sure, JP, it does not happen again.